Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for yet another of the June 1st wave of the LEGO builds. This one I am super excited for. This is the brick-built Mosasaurus boat mission from the new Jurassic World Rebirth lineup. It has 858 pieces, a brick-built dinosaur, 2 minifigures, the boat, and it retails for $60. Piece-wise, it's obviously a pretty good one. Now, the Mosasaurus not particularly my favorite color out of the box, but hey, it is what it is. Finally getting a Mosasaur in LEGO is pretty darn cool. I'm looking to expand the Jurassic Park and dinosaur shelf here soon. I don't think that'll be in this video. I do have enough room yet for this guy here. But if you can see in the backlog there, that big gray box is going to be the Spinosaurus set. So I'm super excited. I actually think that Jurassic World, at least like the Rebirth side of things, that they had a pretty awesome wave for the new movie. They did a really fantastic job overall with a lot of the sets. I chose this one first and then the actual, like I said, Spinosaurus set, but they had a lot of good ones this time around. In terms of like the overall series. So I think Jurassic World is in a really good spot right now. The Raptor and Titanosaurus tracking mission is also a really nice looking set. I need the Stegosaurus discovery yet as well, but once I expand the dinosaur shelf a little bit, we'll get into that. So I was hinting towards this set and the Spinosaurus one for the past, I would say, month or so now, and I've been kind of waiting to see like how big this would be in person, and overall I'm really excited. The box art looks fantastic in every single way. It is articulated, it looks like, so it'll actually be able to wrap around, which is pretty cool. It's like joint mechanisms, it looks like. So it looks pretty solid. I am sorry about that, interested to see how big it actually is. I've not looked up the size, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty decent. But the actual like box art is super nice. They did a really nice job. So yeah, I'm excited. Do I think the movie will be good? Meh, I think it'll be enjoyable. Jurassic Park is, the movie that got me into nerdom, so Jurassic Park will be forever very important to me, but I have low expectations for the movie, but I think it'll still be fun. One way or another, it's dinosaurs, so you can't go too wrong. As long as there's a T-Rex in it, people will be happy. But thank you guys so much for joining me. This set, like I said, is brand new, so you will find it pretty much everywhere. Now let's get started on the build, folks. All right, everybody, so here is the final build. So a real quick note, I've been talking about this for a while, and this will affect kind of where the end of this video goes. I have 2 new bookshelves out for delivery tomorrow, so I am super excited for that. So long as IKEA and the delivery guy don't, do anything wrong, I should be getting my second round of bookshelves. Now, it is going to be the IKEA ones. Obviously you figured that out. The Billies. So I have one of the 96-inch ones and the small attachment one to the side of it. The room we're putting them in is actually next door, which we're converting just like the cat's room, and our cat really doesn't bother any bookshelves, so I'm going to be moving some of the stuff into there, but that gives us a lot more display room. This bad boy right here is large. It is a thick boy, so he unfortunately does not fit in the dinosaur display that I currently have, so I don't know if I'm going to try and squeeze him in there, or if I'm just going to review this and then we'll add him on once I redo maybe the dinosaur shelf or something like that. But for now, obviously, we'll get this covered, but they're ordered. They're finally ordered. I've been talking about that for a while, so finally, a little bit more bookshelf space. So we have a couple of these rock structures. Not really sure what I'm going to be doing with them, but it's a really interesting, little, almost looks like a coral piece, but like moss. It looks pretty cool. We have another one right here. Pretty similar style. This one has a fish, which, whoops, upside down. We'll get him fixed right up. But overall, not too bad in terms of the details. As for the boat, it is pretty cool. Has some nice colorations. I like that bright red. The actual mechanism in the back does go up and down as well, in case you want to move someone or something on and off. We have a large magnifying glass for some apparent reason. A radar, of course, with the Mosasaur coming in, and a gun with a little searchlight, a couple lights on the outside. I like it. I do like the front of it as well. Like, these strips look really nice. In terms of this, you can remove it, and it's not too exciting. It's a little control panel with what is, I assume, a tranquilizer dart inside. Again, not the most exciting thing in the world to open up, but hey, at least it's something, and it does offer a little bit of extra space if you want. In terms of the minifigures, we will start with Leclerc, one of the two. Obviously, the movie's not out yet. I'm honestly not 100% sure. I've realized my lighting is not good for anybody with a Lego hat, apparently. Overall, nice looking minifigure. The torso print is really, really solid. Definitely unique. Looks like a little pack in front of his chest, so looks pretty good. Overall, nice minifigure. Definitely someone a little bit different to the Jurassic Park line. You can only get so many Dr. Grants and Owen Grady's after a while. This one here is Atwater, judging by the trailer. This is a borderline potential spoiler, I guess. It doesn't look like it's going to be a great movie for him, judging by the trailer. But he's holding very similar to like the Dino Squad, or was it the Dino HQ? I forget what that whole series was. That would have been back in like the early 2000s, I think. But overall, a really solid looking minifigure. He has a little badge at the top here. I don't know what that's supposed to represent, but I assume we'll figure it out in the movie. Really solid leg print, though. For the cargo shorts, it actually does have pockets on the side, right around the pants line. So overall, a really, really solid minifigure. They did a nice job in both of them for sure. In terms of the obvious, the Mosasaur. That is a big boy. I mean, fully extended. That is long. that is a big old minifigure, a buildable figure there. That is solid. I was comparing them a little bit off to the side, and I'll do this a little bit more once I do like the dinosaur video. In terms of like the biggest Lego dinosaur, it is the Brachiosaurus as far as I think. And I do have one, and like size wise they're very different because this one is obviously a long boy. It does turn really well, by the way, as I completely break off something and it goes flying. But it does turn really, really well. He is more similar in size to the Brachiosaurus, just in terms of like overall length, like relatively similar. Again, I'll probably do a video like comparing all the Lego dinosaurs here eventually. I don't have all of them, but we are slowly getting there, because I knocked down the Dilophosaurus back there. But yeah, so in terms of this bad boy, the mouth does completely open in case you want to put someone or something inside of it. The head does rotate really solidly as well. In terms of stickers, none. Not really anyways. The boat had a couple. This is all printed camouflage pieces going in and out. Same thing with the eye. They really, really nailed, I think, the design of it. Like I said, I would have preferred like the coloration that was in the Jurassic World movie. I'm not 100% sure what it is for this movie, if there's like different ones or not. But it does look really, really solid. I just wish it was more like the grayish blue, but hey, it happens. In terms of the bottom, you can of course move all of the little fins if you need. Every piece does articulate, so it is completely jointed. So depending on how you actually want to display it, excuse me, it looks and builds and feels very solid. It's a nice build. It's not colors that you typically work with, unless you do a lot of like custom pieces. You know, typically dark brown and like the olive green aren't the most popular like city colors. So depending on what you build, this was like remnant color wise of the haunted house, which was pretty cool. But yeah, definitely not a lot of colors that you typically see like in these sets. But it was fantastic. I really did enjoy it, especially for the money. I felt like it was a decently long build, and very different too. Like a lot of the Jurassic Park sets are more expensive because it's a large plastic mold, which isn't my thing forever, but it's also dinosaurs in Jurassic Park and Lego, so you really do make the exception once in a while. But it turned out really, really solid. I really, really, really enjoyed this set. I thought it was pretty solid. Like I said before, it is brand new as well as of June 1st, 2025, so you guys can pretty much pick this up anywhere that sells Lego, and you should be able to find it, but I do recommend it. It was a really solid build, especially if we're going to be collecting all of the dinosaurs. Part of me wishes we could have just got like a huge brick built one for the original wave, or I'm sorry, like a non-brick built, like an actual like a big fig for it. But I'm happy with a brick built one given the size. Also, you know, I don't know if I said this in the intro or not because it's been a couple days since I did the intro and I've just been busy. The Mosasaur in the movies is way bigger than it was in real life. As far as anybody can tell, it was still a very, very large dinosaur, but they do exaggerate it a little bit for the movie. I used to have a tooth, like a fossil tooth for one of these guys, and sadly I have no idea where that has gotten to, so I'm gonna have to get a Mosasaur tooth and put it in there. They're incredibly cheap, like you can find them pretty readily available from any reputable site, so just do your homework on that stuff. But that is going to do it for this review, guys. As much as I would like to put him in the dinosaur display, it's just going to be a mess. So I'm going to wait just a couple days or so until I can actually get the bookshelf up, ready to go, and then we can actually expand the dinosaur display. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you found it fun, entertaining, or helpful. I know I certainly enjoy doing these things, and I'll see you next time. Happy building, everybody.